I guess the new trend now is being a yearner. That's what they call it, a yearner. Think about Jodeci. It's been an hour since you've been gone, and that's too long, so come back home. I can't live without you, so I cry. So that's the generation I'm from. This man is like, baby, I love you, and I don't want to live without you. It's a yearner.
Yeah, but she can leave the house for an hour. So I'm not, I know that she's coming back sometime in the night.
All right. We're back. Another episode. What do we got? Question. We are rounding up this series.
Close to the end.
Close to the end. Dating now versus then. First of all, we obviously aren't dating.
No.
But we have single friends. I have single friends that talk about the complete shit show of dating. I basically said, if I was out, I feel like I would probably just be single, or a lesbian. I don't know. But, it would be I can't imagine. So dating versus now and then. Let's talk about our dating. Your goal and how did you treat me and like.
I usually try to treat you very well. I usually try to make sure that whenever we went out on a date that I had enough funds to cover for everything that we were doing and pay for it. There was a few occasions that she offered to pay. And,
oh, really? I don't remember.
Yeah, I do. And
I think that was probably some of my very independence. Like, you don't have all the control. Like, I can do this too. He's doing whatever it was. Okay, yeah. Go ahead.
I mean, whatever it was like that showed me that you appreciated me being there.
Oh, so, okay. I really don't even remember. That's so funny. He was an incredible. Like, I would be at work. He would leave. I remember that one time he left a rose on my car window. Little notes. He wrote me poetry. Very romantic. He's still really romantic and sweet. I know. I gave a man that writes me poetry. Like, what is this? He's a unicorn. He said, do you remember? No?
Yeah.
He's like, I didn't write you any poetry. Wrong boyfriend.
And I did the whole, mixtape with different songs and stuff for you.
Oh, I don't remember that. I don't think that was me.
That was you.
It wasn't me. Because it wouldn't be a tape. It would have been a CD.
I'm still calling it a tape.
Oh, okay.
Mixtape, not me.
But it wasn't me. I don't know. Where is that tape? Where is it at then? I'm not saying it. I don't know.
It's probably still in that 300 plus CD case.
Okay, so dating then, I feel like growing up in 20 plus years ago when we were in the dating scene, I felt men pursued women and they liked women and they wanted to please women and they wanted to. Have you not seen like Nat Geo, like the Animal Kingdom world? Men are always vying for women's attention and doing all the things. One of my favorite are the birds, and they will do performances, they will build houses, they are full throttle. What can I do to get a mate? And I feel it was similar when we were dating. Of course, not everybody, but I felt like men were very like, I like you, I want you, and I'm going to pursue you until you're mine. Not in a crazy way, but I'm going to buy you the flowers and I'm going to take you to the things and we're going to go out and my husband still buys me flowers just because. And so this is just who he is, right? It was never just an act. It's who he is as a core. But of course, when we dated, he pursued me. And I hear stories where that is not the case. And men are very much like, no, you pursue me. And I'm just like, I never knew. I mean, I think all people want to be appreciated, but pursue, like, I just feels very, I don't know. Sorry, ladies who date men. I'm so sorry. I don't know what it is in the queer community, but yikes. You know, any relationship, right, is going to have its challenges, but I'm speaking because we're heterosexual, so I'm speaking from that angle. So yeah, things you hear from your single friends, do you have anything you want to share about how you see things differently or no?
Things that I hear or seen, basically, I think we had this conversation with one of our friends not too long ago. Is the vastness of social media has changed the mindset a lot.
Oh, for sure.
And now, whenever a guy pursues a woman, he's a creep. He's disgusting. And it's like, it's just the honest attraction to somebody. Not all men are going to be creepy or whatnot, but social media portrays this image that if you do this, you are a creep.
What were we talking about? What was it for? It's so loud outside. What was it for? What were we talking? How do we get on this?
I just remember being pulled into the conversation.
Oh, we were talking. Oh, men approaching women. That's what it was all the whole thing about men approaching women and how women really aren't approached a lot of times by men, and that's a whole nother. And we gave the example, like, I don't know what that's about because I remember men approaching me, and my husband has approached women, obviously, and he said, now, before, if you're rejected by a woman, it was like you may get some slack from your homeboys. You said
you might get some kickback from your homeboys, whatnot. That she cut you out, or she didn't give you a number, or whatever, and you just move on. But nowadays, it's on social media. Everybody's talking about it. It stays there. So now your image is of this type of person, even if that's not who you really are.
Yeah, and I said, well, that sounds. I mean, I'm not negating that. Like, you can post, but I'm like, well, how do you approach it? I just don't think, for the most part, if a woman is approached by a man, she goes on social media, takes a screenshot of his face, and post all these things about how he's a creep. It's got to be something more than that. So,
and what's more than that is the likes, because there is plenty of times that you see a female that's posted something that outside of her context, it looks completely innocent, but she starts attaching words or something to the video, and all of a sudden it's a negative light. But if you put it on mute and you watch, it's like, oh, that just seems normal.
Well, but if he's being out of pocket, then she should put him on blast.
If so, but what I'm saying is there's so many times that, like I said, in these videos, if you just watch them on mute, don't listen to anything that.
Right. Well, we have to listen so we know he's a creep.
Do you have to listen so that you can hear the words of her saying that he's a creep?
No. We hear it from him too. We can hear, like, sometimes people record conversations. Like, there's many different variations. I'm talking about where the guy is literally being a creep.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Not most men aren't creeps.
Well,
so
I don't know. Nowadays it seems like most are. I feel like it's rare to find guys like of your stature and caliber than not. Just because of all the different things. And now the men want to be the prize. Now the men want to be pursued. Now the men, more often than not. Of course, I think there's still good guys, but I feel like just the landscape just changed. I guess you remember I told you the phrase "sassy man." I'm like, what the hell's a sassy man? And it's just like, wait, I don't know. Because I am heterosexual, I need there to be a definite female, and I need there to be a definite male. And I'm not saying we don't have male energy and female energy. I'm saying, what are we doing here? Where are the lines being drawn for us, right? Like, I don't want to date a man that takes more time to get ready than I do. That's just me, right? That you could be heterosexual and still do that, but I don't like that. I don't want. There's certain things, so it's like, I don't know. He loves Love Is Blind, so he watches.
It's very interesting to see.
That's a little different, though. But that's totally. I mean, yeah, they don't have phones and all that. But anyway, so I would love to hear something from you if you're dating in this world. What do you think the biggest? I don't know. What's the word? What do you think is the biggest ick? That's what they say when it's just a big turn off. What do you think the biggest turn off? What do you think majority that you've ran into? Because obviously your perception is your reality. I absolutely believe there are great guys out there. I absolutely believe there are great guys who want to find their partner and to love on them the way that, he loves on me, and we've created this union. But there are also women that are toxic. I'm not saying that women are just we're just minding our business and so happy, and these guys, but yeah, the man or the bear. Remember that whole, would you choose a man or a bear? Like, you had to be run attack, right? And women are like the bear, because you can usually scare the bear off, but the men are just like, And I feel like for whatever reason, and of course we're gonna see more because of social media and stuff, men's ego seems to be a lot more fragile. They can't take rejection the same way. Men, this is nothing new, but it feels like it's heightened. Like if they're rejected, it's just like, oh my God, and it's just like all that is not necessary. Just move on.
Well, that's also, to me, a part of the societal change. I tie it back to the fact that, like, even when I coached football and stuff, and they started coming out with the trophies where everybody gets a trophy just for participating,
Yeah.
basically, and you don't get the people that actually did the whole run through as champions. They're not set apart. So that whole mindset of you raising up people that's everything's included,
everybody's entitled to everything, and all.
And then all of a sudden you don't have, because everybody's entitled to it. Your own self-worth is kind of mixed because you don't know what you excel at and what you don't. If you getting praised for everything.
Okay.
So when somebody comes by and they dig on you for something, it's like, whoa, I thought I was great at everything. What's this dig? And then so
they don't know how to
feelings get
handle
hurt.
it. Yeah, but people, you gotta have your feelings hurt, and not everybody. And I think for us, thank God, our kids are older now and stuff. But my oldest son is an incredible athlete. He plays all the things, does all the things, and excels at basically everything he touches just naturally. But I would always tell him, there's always gonna be somebody faster than you, though. Like, you're great, but just know you can only be your best version, right? And not everything. You're not always gonna win everything, and so I think, that's a very good point. People nowadays think that everything is theirs, they're special. It's like, no, you can't. I know. We may sound so different. No, you're not special. Everybody's special in their own thing, but everybody can't do everything. You can learn, right? But there's some people who just have a natural ability, right? Like maybe you're an incredible singer, you're just naturally gifted and you take lessons and you're extraordinary. Maybe you're not the best of singers, but you take voice lessons and you become good. Like, it's okay.
But just with that mindset, because you're a great singer doesn't mean that you're also a great swimmer or a great cook or anything like that. Right. You're great in that one aspect. But like I said, in this society where everybody's great, everybody gets praised for everything, you think, oh, because I'm good at this, I'm good at everything.
So nobody can have their feelings hurt, and everybody's just...
It's sad. But my question for you guys is, how do you guys view social media affecting the dating world? What's the good side? What's the bad side?
Wait a minute. Weren't you in the apps?
I played around with the apps and I did not like them.
Oh.
I did not like them.
Why?
Because it was so easy for the other person to hide.
Oh, I know it's never on the app, so I literally have no experience or idea.
Yeah, so you look at the app, especially back when I did look at them, it was easy to say, oh, I'm blonde and blue-eyed, blah, 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 and I'm definitely none of that.
Okay.
And just to get somebody's attention.
So catfishing was really easy back then, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. So. All right. So how social media changed, I don't know. There was this girl who had this jacket, and she said, if it doesn't feel like an R&B, a 90s R&B love song, I don't want it. Those of you who don't get it, it's not for you. Those who get it, get it. So.
But I encourage you to listen to some 90s R&B.
Yeah. And I guess the new trend now is being a yearner. That's what they call it, a yearner. Think about Jodeci. It's been an hour since you've been gone, and that's too long, so come back home. I can't live without you, so I cry. So that's the generation I'm from. This man is like, baby, I love you, and I don't want to live without you. That's a yearner.
Yeah, but she can leave the house for an hour, so I'm not... I know that she's coming back sometime in the night.
All right. That is the episode. Yes, share in the comments. We'll see you next time. Bye.